911, is this Timberland Ford?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, where is he at?
Officer Lundy is here, shot in the chest, right in the center, shot with a 12-gauge shotgun. He's saved our lives.
It was regular, routine type day. So around 10 o'clock, I went to the Ford dealership. I pulled up to the service area like we always do, out of the blue. One of them ran out and came straight to me and said, "There's somebody shooting."
Robert was a deputy for 10 years, and hardly one eventful thing happened in those whole 10 years. So I was in a place of, yeah, it could happen, but will it probably happen? Probably not.
I exited the South Bay door of the dealership, and I was shot within a few feet away with a shotgun. I knew I was fighting for my life at that point. I got on my radio. I think I was able to get some traffic out. Perry, I'm shot. I looked down, and I knew it was really bad, and I didn't expect to make it.
And I remember on the ride to the hospital, I was asking Robert Sargent, who came and picked me up, I said, what happened? And he said, Robert was shot with a shotgun. And I said, was he wearing his vest? And he said, no. And right when I heard those words, I just knew that he was dead. I knew that I wasn't gonna make it to him in time.
So I remember taking that ride to the local hospital at DMH, and one of the doctors telling me, praying with me right before I went under. And the next thing I know is I wake up 2 or 3 weeks later.
Everybody's so grateful that he's alive, and everything's wonderful and great. It's newfound life. You get home, and then your routine starts in, and nobody's around, and you're by yourself, and the depression starts. It's very, very important to have a good support system around you, because in a time like this, it's almost impossible to drag yourself out of it.
It takes a lot to get used to. It's a completely different lifestyle. When I was hit, I was so close to being paralyzed. A few of those pellets just barely, missed my heart. Some of my major organs, I had a phone right there in my pocket, and it was shot. If I hadn't had it, it was covering my heart right there. So
I definitely would encourage you to encourage them to wear their vest, because you never know. You can be so comfortable, and you think you know what's going to happen in the next 10 minutes of your life, but you absolutely have no idea. And I think that's the biggest lesson that we've learned, is always be prepared. Never let your guard down.
As a law enforcement officer, you have to think like that. It ain't if it happens, it's when. Be prepared. It would have prevented a lot. I'd be playing ball with my girl next month. Been doing a lot of things that, Robert likes to do. Go take a boat out fishing, drive down the road. It just affected everything. So you got to wear that vest at all times. I don't care if you're on duty, you got a uniform on, have it on. The most important thing we do is go home to our families, and you have a lot better chance of going home with that vest on.